on. And here with me, it's Lerone Sniper the Boss Richards. Always comes looking to entertain the crowd. It's the Mexican monster, David Benavidez, turned pro at the young age of 16 years old, and by the age of 20, became the youngest ever super middleweight champion, and now has titles in 2 different weight classes.
As soon as the bell goes, don't blink. That fight could be over.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Surrey, England, a British and Commonwealth super middleweight champion, Lerone Sniper the Boss Richards. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Phoenix, Arizona, an all-action, exciting 2-division champion of the world, known as the Mexican Monster, David Benavidez.
A lot of trash talk between these 2 fighters. Now it's time to put up or shut up.
This is the night. Everybody's looking forward to this night. The heat, the atmosphere, you could cut it with a knife.
No doubt about it, this was the hottest ticket in town by a country mile. Every seat has been sold. What a fight we expect this one to be. Both of these athletes primed and ready. Caution being thrown to the wind. They better start respecting each other's punching power. The crowd here cannot wait. They've been buzzing all day long, and finally, we're about to get it on.
You can walk into an arena and be the hero. The pressure, the expectation, the desire from the fans. You can't get away from it. Ignore them. Lock it up. I know it's hard. I can hardly hear you, Todd. You've got to ignore them. Get on with your job.
The left jab is landing at will. A very competitive round here so far.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Failing to score with that right hook. This fighter is all about finesse, using a lot of angles and lateral movement.
You want to corner an outside fighter, make them fight off the rope, because they don't want to do that. They don't want to stand still. They want to move left to right. Pin them down. Throw a blanket on them.
Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Richards in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
You're switching off, you're starting to make mistakes and you're switching off.
I said, start just sticking a few body shots in there a little bit. Just
get back out there.
And there's the bell for round 2. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. So much for boxing. This is a fight. These two were made for each other. This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be honest. You've got to be honest. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Misses with the straight left. Nice counter. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. A very competitive round with tense. Did you see that? The Mexican Monster's in trouble. Richards in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as a fighter. And the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fighter. Get out there and get the job done.
It's a tougher fight.
Don't be looking there for one shot at a time. Set him up, but you'll take him out.
First minute, stick him on the end of a jab, and then start gathering your pace and win this.
But you've got to be smart, otherwise he'll see it and he'll ride it out. Go out there and finish him. Good work. You was thinking, you were smart, you weren't loading up, but you were still landing your power shot.
Come on, switch on. Get your boxing back together and put it back on it.
Defense, remember what you do. Good work. Just
over yet. You've got to go out there and win this round. You had everything.
Just the same again. Don't change too much yet.
Back out there. I need you to win this round. Get your mind back.
And that'll do it for the minute break.
Just stay focused. Don't let that pressure fall.
There's the bell to start round 3. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter shot. They are giving us a high-tempo show. There's a counter shot. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. Beautiful counter shot. Off the charts action from both of these fighters. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. The work rate is down. The head isn't moving as well, Johnny. Fatigue is starting to set in.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Do you believe what we're seeing? You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Richards in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this far.
Do it. Come on, you're switching up. Get out there.
Ride it out. Go out there and finish him. So just keep...
Don't worry about our round. Don't worry about our round. Let's go out there and let's reset.
I say, start just sticking a few body shots in there a little bit. Just vary it up a little bit so you can...
And there's the bell to start round 4. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
of this fight so far, Johnny?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful,
And the big Mexican monster is down. Wow, let's take another look at that.
I need to see that again.
One, two, three, four. Can you continue?
Well, they beat the count and are ready to go again.
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
They need to turn this around halfway through.
It's that I ever hope. Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points up until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to pull it back. That's the kind of heart we need to see.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? Good job defending the jab. And he misses with that straight left. As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round you'd rather forget. Let's talk about Benavidez that last round. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown.
Can make or break a fighter.
Don't forget the jab and don't get carried away.
What are you doing? You've switched off completely. Get your mind back on the job.
The jab's working nice. Those 1-2 straight down.
I need you to win this round. Get your mind back. Get focused.
And there's the bell for round 5. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Through the straight left, but it won't score. Missing with the hook. Benavidez might be ready to go. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on... The Mexican monster is down! One punch did the trick. Let's see it again in slow motion.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
One, two, three, four, five, six. You all right?
Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about David Benavidez that last round. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
Love the response though. Got back up, took a deep breath, thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
Done all your work all the way through cap.
Fight. Don't give me no free shots. Keep smart. Now, I don't want you to...
Back into this. You're better than this, kid. Go back out there and win the round.
He's ready to go. He's absolutely shattered. He's hurt. He's ready to go.
There's the bell for round 6. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff.
Stamina is off the charts. Nice job blocking the left hook. Richards in trouble here. And it appears they're out of trouble, at least for now. But that just goes to show you one clean punch changes everything.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tell. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way, and they'll get...
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Richards in that last round. We'll see how much endurance these two fighters have.
There's a lot on the line here.
It's a tough fight, and he's going to be confident now. You've got to take that.
Great round, great round. Now relax, relax.
And then start gathering your pace and win this round back. Take away that cost.
Good work. Don't forget the jab and don't get carried away.
Team back together. Listen, be smart when you go out there. Just take the round off.
Here comes round 7. They let it all hang out in the last round. What do they got left?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, dreamt right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
They missed with the jab. To be careful not to punch himself out. Hold that thought! Lerone Richards in trouble here. No, we don't see a knockdown.
Defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
And it's survival time for David Benavidez. Keeping those gloves up, the guard high, paying dividends as it seems that moment of trouble has passed. Did you see that? And the Mexican monster might be ready to finally go down. I thought that was the end, but here we go again. Back into the fire. This round's still up for... Did you see that? And it's survival time for David Benavidez. About Richards in that last round. You've heard the old phrase, this might come down to who wants it more, but it might come down to who's in better shape.
This is when you talk about championship material.
Mate, what are you doing? Come on, switch on, switch on. You've been coasting.
Yeah, great work. Good work, he was thinking.
You're much better than this guy. You're much better. He's not in your league.
Just get the jab and don't get carried away. Think about the defense and remember what you do. Good work. Just the same again. Don't change too much yet. Keep doing what you're doing.
Go out in the first minute, stick him on the end of a jab, and then start gathering
To load up. Don't be looking there for one shot at a time. Set him up. Be
tracks. I need you to switch back on. Get focused. Get
ready to go. But you've got to be smart. Otherwise, he'll see it and he'll ride it out.
You got complacent. The fight's not over yet.
Time winding down as we get set for another round.
Right hand's beautiful.
And we enter the 8th round. Was 1 minute enough time for them to recover after what we saw last round?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
It's the one who draws first blood, coach. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
The Mexican Monster's in trouble. True champion knows how to get out of trouble after they got into trouble, and it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone and thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Himself out though. Well, they're going, oh, wait a minute. David Benavidez might be ready to go. It's go back to the drawing board time, a unanimous decision victory.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight, what a style, what a pace to get a unanimous decision. That is mad. I didn't see that coming. I thought this would be tight. This is nowhere near tight.